Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Review. So today we're going over to Lincolnshire, to Fiskerton in Lincolnshire, not Fiskerton in Newark because it's a different place, funnily enough, to Ferry Ales Brewery, also known as Fab, which is a bit of a Thunderbird sort of thing going off there, for their Smoky Joe Porter, 4.9%. There you go, you can just see it on camera. I will read what it says on the back, if it says anything anyway that's legible. So brewed and bottled in the UK at Ferry Ales Brewery, Ferry Hill Farm, Fiskerton, Lincoln, LN3 4HU. And then on this side it says, a classic porter with a hint of smokiness, making a mouth-wateringly drinkable dark beer. The aroma captures a bygone era of coal and steam, reminding us of the Lincoln to Boston Railway, which ran close by. So, yeah, there we go. Nice pop on the aroma, and luckily enough, a bit of smoke coming out there. Oh yeah, just seen a little bit of smoke there. Oh, more smoke. Oh, smoke. And here we go. So a lively pour, as we can see. Yeah, so a black pour with a light tan head and lots of it as well. Yep, it's a lively one. So I'm going to plonk that there. Probably just drink out the bottle for the foreseeable while it dissipates in front of me. So yeah, Ferry Ales Brewery, based in Lincolnshire. There's actually one of their beers on cask over at the Crown Inn last week, as of this beer review. I didn't actually drink it because obviously Ferry Ales Brewery is not a new brewery to me, but certainly a new brewery to the pub. So hopefully they'll have more beers again. It's good to see breweries, pubs rather, divulging and having new breweries on their doorstep. It's a good thing. It's a good thing for everyone concerned. It's a good thing for the beer people like us who like a beer, who've not had that brewery, to sample the delights from that brewery, and from the pub also, to build a relationship with such and said brewery. Anyway, so as we can see, the head's just bonkers. Nice smoky aroma on this. Let's dive in. Yeah, a definite roasty toasty aroma. It's lively. 4.9%, and as we can see, the head is not, it's not one of those beers where the head dissipates quickly. Now, the reason for doing beer reviews, in a lot of ways, we do a beer review and we get what we get. Every beer reviewer gets what they get. Some may have their own agendas. They may review a beer to gain YouTube views, to rip a beer apart and a brewery apart in that respect, just to gain views and to be dramatic, as it were. But for the most part, beer reviewers will be reviewing a beer on what's in front of them, and try to be respectful and decent. If you've ever brewed your own beer and someone comes around and says, bloody hell, that's got a head on it, and slags your beer down, and you will feel what breweries feel when in essence, there's a way of saying what you've got to say. And this is where I try and say it in a way that's not dramatic and being an arse, for that respect. People might not like me for that. I might not get the views that some get, but I really, in life, you don't need to be an arsehole to get a point across. in a job, if you're in your job, not reviewing beer reviews or being a beer reviewer, if you're in your job, someone comes across and says something really nasty and probably right about your work, but says it in a way that, you know, is downgrading and disrespectful, then you will take offence. So you look at that, and then you look at what, in the same respect, if you're that same beer reviewer and someone says, and look at the way you've just really disintegrated somebody's beer, and you can understand why there's why there's some beer reviewers get a bad name in a lot of ways. And like I say, there's a way of saying something. Now, the brewers of this beer will look at what I've poured, and without me saying anything, they may well be not happy with the fact that the head has took so long to dissipate. A good head is critical, yes, in any beer, but if it's staying too long, maybe there's a reason why that is. And maybe the next time they brew the beer, or from some part of the process, there's something they'll change to adapt to, you know, so next time it becomes a smoother experience. So it is what it is on that side of things. There we go, you see? And it's still quite a lively pour. And I've learnt this over the years myself. You know, where I've said something, and I think to myself, do you know something? There's a family who brewed this beer, and there's somebody probably like myself, you know, whose reputation that you may well be damaging by saying something in a way that is quite frankly horrible. Yes, we've all got an opinion. Yes, we should share our opinions, but it's the way we say our opinions that matter. And when we look at the world around us these days, you look at the news and you look at the generation of, shall we say, what's the word, woke, and the way they interpret the world to their own measures. And again, there's a way of saying something which doesn't alienate the majority of the population who are actually decent people. Anyway, Smoky Joe, let's dive in. So the real review will come when the glass has dissipated a bit more. I'm just enjoying the extra beer that's not in the glass. So the air's getting to that glass now. So in some ways, I'm going to experience what the beer should be like, but you know, with the air on it. It is Sunday night. I've got no work tomorrow. I'm off work tomorrow. Car's going in for an MOT. I'm shitting myself on that side of things. I've been driving my son's car now since November time. Since my car got scrapped, and you know, I'm trying not to do any damage to the car or wear anything down, and hopefully whatever's wrong with the car is exactly the same thing that he got you know, some advice on last year that he didn't take up. So we shall see. So Ferry Ales Brewery has a few of their beers. Picked some up from Steep Hill in Lincoln. I couldn't say the name of the shop, but there was a shop in Lincoln with their beers. Haven't been to the brewery. I know they do a mixture of modern, traditional and craft beers. I've seen the photos online of the craft stuff. I generally look at a lot of Lincolnshire breweries as being modern traditional. However, there are some craft breweries there, but the majority you look at modern traditional. I suppose it depends on the area of the world that you're in, and for what the perception, shall we say, is in that respect. Oh, so pour this bit in. Still very lively. It's taking its time to go down, as it were. Love the train theme. They do beers with there's another beer somewhere. Yeah, they do a lot of historical beers, be it either trains, aeroplanes, because Lincolnshire is that sort of place where you do see a lot of the aeroplanes, especially from World War II. Oh, must admit, it's been a cracking day today. Done a ton of cleaning, spring cleaning the kitchen and the front room. Oh dear. You know when you pull everything out and you wipe all your skirting boards and underneath your settees and that, and some, especially a settee that some people, the little ones, can chuck rubbish and stuff under. Those settees that are solid to the floor, they're probably the best because nothing can go underneath, so it stops that situation. Our settee is not like that. Our corner settee that we've got in the front room. Gosh, and the amount of cars, toys, and dirt as well, dust and dirt. But it's all been cleaned. It's been sanitised and mopped and hoovered, so it's as looking as good as it can do. And you sit there now and you think, oh God, it smells beautiful. You walk in, it's like, God, you can smell the cleanliness. And I've got 2 more days of being off work after today for me to go through other parts of the house, and that is my little job, to do a spring clean on as much as I can before I go back to work on Wednesday. Albeit I may go and do some gardening on Tuesday afternoon. Once I know what that's happening with the car, I may go on Tuesday afternoon. But we'll certainly see about that when the time comes. So there we go. Blackpool Smoky Joe Porter. It's a beer that's going to take you, well, in the form it's come out of the bottle, it's going to take you a while to drink. But is that a bad thing? No, it isn't. No, it's a good thing, because you get to savour the beer, and it's got a fantastic head on it. I mean, nothing wrong with the head. Oh, yes, quite the beer. Chocolatey, malty, a nice smokiness, roasty, toasty. It's got a lot going on it. Feeling it as well. It's giving me a right pounding. I did go out for a drink earlier, a couple of beers, pints, and yeah, so it's topping up what I've already had, and yeah, it's one of them that Yeah, you certainly feel it when you're drinking it. And here's me thinking that there's another, that the Fiskerton that's near my workplace is actually the Fiskerton that where these guys are, and it's not. There's two Fiskertons. Bloody would be, wouldn't there? So I work at Kelham in Newark, and there's a Fiskerton nearby, but that's at, you know, classed as Newark area. So there's another Fiskerton in the area of Lincoln. Bloody typical, isn't it? Hey. So lovely, long-lasting, roasty, toasty, smoky flavours with this chocolate malt. It's a lovely beer. It's got a head that lasts forever. Black pour. Out of 5. Would I drink it again? Yes. Out of 5, a good 4.4 out of 5 for me. Yeah, a really nice porter from Ferry Ales Brewery. Thank you for watching. See you soon.